You were up late last night? Is everything okay today? Okay, good. We can tone it way down. Uniform, nice. This is my left foot. If you can't pick the back foot up, just pick it up anyway. I don't know. Oh, no. I didn't say left foot, and then everybody was on their left foot. It was really nice. Pavlovian at a certain point. Hips to the right, upper body to the left. I think we did jumps. What was Sunday? I don't remember. That makes sense. We stayed to the left. I mean, it's got to be divisible by 40, so you can't just stop at 80. Bend the standing knee and see if it's possible to get your left hand on the block with your right knee up. Then don't put your right foot down. You balance up until you fall over, and you walk around. Slouching has begun early. It's just you and me, man. We're the only ones out in the middle of the floor. Last night's class was awesome at the Houstonian. 16 people, 4 women, and all 4 were huddled in one corner. They were the closest they could possibly be in their spots. They were completely surrounded by a bunch of dudes in colorful shirts. It was great. It was awesome. My foot's turned down a lot. There you go. Make sure it's nice and straight. Keep the left knee out in front of you. Lean the upper body to the right. Hips to the left. What hand bone sort of thinks or talks about pulling automobiles? We open up, still over to the right, left knee up. It's a meta car pull. That was a meta joke. And never meta humor I didn't like. Man. I know you guys are strong, but I didn't realize you're so tough as a crowd. We bend the standing knee, we fold forward. Woo. See if you can put your hand on that block. Keep that left knee up if possible. Twitchy twitch. Left knee up. There's a wall right there, that's nice. What's the most wrestle of all the walls? Anybody? It's walrus. Yeah, we walk around. You gotta know American nicknames. We won't even get into Richard. My feet straddle the block. That's when you are plowing a field and you go off the line. It's a stray till. Whoa! There we go. Yeah, that's what I was seeing. Seeing that future. And just to calm me down, slow you down, head up, chest up. Close your eyes. We got a bit of negative feedback. Andrew, you talk too much. My goal for today's class is to teach in 50% puns. Give the plebeians what they want. It's a plea bargain. I think that's when the peons have some noble gas. It's a plea bargain. Oh, the element jokes work for you. Okay, good. Good. I could do element jokes all day. All right, you open your eyes, still balancing. I won't tell that one. So, let's put the blocks in the front two corners of the mat. And we'll begin. A week from Friday is my 40th birthday, so we're doing 40 of most everything unless I see it's not working for you. Got some right foots. Oh, there we go. Let me fix that. All right. Left knee bent, right knee low. Left leg straight, right knee high, dog at a fire hydrant. This 40. I think we did this too Sunday, didn't we? Okay, yeah. My rear end says yes. Higher than the hip. I was a little distracted. I think this might be 40 for me. I'm going to stay up, right knee up. How do you get your right knee higher than your butt? It doesn't involve marijuana. There's a warm spot. Second side's worse. Because second side, of course, is first side. Count it this time. Left knee up. Keep it up. Don't want to go back. Looks like it's going back. It also looks like it's going down. Higher than your butt, not lower than your butt. Higher. All right. Even if you're not looking at me, I can see you. Just I don't know if you guys know that. So if I give you an instruction, you're like, I mean, it's fine. You do not have to listen to my instruction. My wife gave me a birthday present today. Here's how she did it. Whoever hates me talking is going to hate this story so much. It's kind of long. So I'm making breakfast. My 12 o'clock canceled, so I'm making my wife and I breakfast. My wife comes in all harried with the groceries. She's putting away the groceries, and I'm mostly done. In the middle of me making her breakfast, could you go put some stuff away? And I don't give her like a mean look, but it's like I gave her a hairy eyeball. That's for sure. So I go grab the milk and eggs, go to the outdoor fridge, and in the eggs bag there's a gift. And right as I see it, I hear her walk by, yell into the garage, "Are you sorry yet?" Yeah, just the way she said it was so silly. It just makes me happy thinking about it. "You sorry yet?" Stop talking about your life. Hate your life. I only like what it brings me. Suffering! You okay, man? Shut your face hole unless it's describing body parts. I'm taking this feedback real well, aren't I? I haven't thought about it at all since It's good. I want the negative feedback. This is better than me just telling a story, right? It's better. You guys are totally present. We'll call this 30, because I wasn't counting. Getting slower. Chest up. Deep breaths. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm not going to tell you that. Oh, well, it was a pin. It was a fountain pin. But it's one that we had talked about. Basically, about 8 months ago, I said, "You look stressed out about my birthday. Can I help?" She's like, "Please, would you?" So she's slowly ticking off the list I gave her. Armando Simone Club. No one cares about fountain pens. It is Italian. It is Italian. Okay. I just pick the heels up. Shift forward. Yeah, if you need to. When you're doing the jumps, doesn't matter how low you go. But this is the setup. And remember what he said about body sounds? We're just like, anyway, this is being recorded, you know. It's better than Brittany. Whenever Brittany Ferguson was here, she would always get right here and just cuss the whole time. Just like, shush. It's getting live streamed. So the ways down. Hey, that's what we're going to do. Times 40. Keep your feet low. Yeah. Just 40. It's really nice celebrating with you guys. 10 more. On number 40, you get to step up. Feet hip height on the wall. Hey, Lizzie. Lizzie would like to know, why not do 100% pun teaching? I could. I think that'd be fun. You know why I don't punish? Because I'm not what? Thomas Jane. Oh, that's right. I didn't read. If you had said an X-Men character, I could have gotten it. Because nothing I do is punish. I'm full on pun. I'm pun full. Pure pun. It's not punish. Feet halfway to the floor, legs straight, of course. Let's give these legs a break. Knees touch. Just sit back. Anybody slowly working their way through the back catalog of 100 Days movements? You're on the 7-year plan. Oh, you finished Saturday. That was fun. Thanks. An hour-and-a-half class. Free if you want to take it. It sucks. 6 movements. That's it. For an hour-and-a-half. But I remember today that there was a movement we didn't do. Lots we didn't do. It was like 20 or 30 we had listed that we never chose to do. But this one I didn't even like, I can't believe it wasn't on the list. Number 1, let's start with something we did do. A little bit of down dog push-ups times 40. 40 actually happens to be what I have all my sort of level 2-ish students do. Arms straight. The forward position allows you to reset scapulae. And posture, which is nice. And then you keep that new scapular position as you shift back into down dog. And of course, the shape of the lumbar spine. We're anti-slouchers, which is not like an anti-vaxxer. Okay. Shake your feet as wide as the mat. Here we go. We continue just with your right hand behind the back. How could I have not done this in the 100 Days Challenge? This is embarrassing. This would have been perfect. 40 on each arm, unless 40 is going to rip your arm off. Then you just stay on fingertips on one hand. This distributes weight to the other arm. That's a sign you were holding your breath. Make sure you inhale. This is 30 for me, although I didn't count the first few. 2 hands, feel the difference. You should feel sort of turbocharged. Try coming into fingertips on the other hand, or just picking that hand up. Natural curve. This is 30 for me. Two arms. Good. And last movement, we add the elbows down. Forward, elbows down. Forward, we go back, elbows down. It's 30 for me. After you finish your last of the 40, we check out down dog. It's nice. You guys ready? I think you're ready. You ready? Might need your glasses for this, actually. That's what I'm saying. You. I can tell psychically that you're gazing my direction, but okay. You ready? You ready? All right. Last 40. Just straight. Keep your hips back. All the way to the floor, all the way straight. This is 30 for me. When you're done with your last one, elbows down dog, don't touch your knees down. Or if they are down, you bring them back up once you're done. It's a good recovery. All that hard leg work. Hey, look at that. Right on cue. You straighten the arms. Get touch your knees down. Sit back. Yay. That's pretty good. It's 30 minutes and it was 29 minutes and 30 seconds. We could do the whole class again. How cool would it be? How brilliant and artistic would it be if we started in reverse? Push-ups. Man. It would be art. But not abstract. Anybody ever have trouble focusing on abstract art? Yeah, it's distract art. If you put your rectus abdominis in traction, it's abstract. If you did a paint roller on it and then did like one of those body paintings, that's abstract art. We got a couple shoulder movements. Hee hee. I think you guys are ready, right? Heart rate's down, I can tell. You turn around. We begin with the hardest jump. Hands in the green line facing the wall, of course, unless you can orient to the green line some other way. I will be doing the second mechanic, and through the pikey-pike, leg straight. Shoulder blades down, away from the ears. We're just going to do maybe a minute or so. Two-legged jumps. Legs come up, come right, back down into our squat. Trying to keep the arms and legs straight through the entirety of the actual jump. So squatty squat, so feet closer to the hands. Even closer, there you go. Boom. When you jump, well, the legs are straight. Hips and legs go up and you come right back down silently. Don't hold your breath. If you're an advanced practitioner, which you have all been dubbed advanced practitioners just by coming to this class, you're not just here to do movements. You're here to play with subtlety. Are your elbows straight? Are your feet rolling on and off of the floor? Are you in control of where your pelvis is? 10 seconds, last two jumps. And the whole time, all of your inquiry is inside the context of your breathing. Up to standing, swing your arms, please. Check out the neck. Now from down dog, same idea. But now there's a lot more at stake. I'm jumping forward as well as up. Most of you are hitting your heels on the wall. How do you jump your hips up? Woo! Get your feet up and not over jump. You stop at that vertical line. So you'll notice my feet are following my hips, and at a certain point my hips stop, then the legs go up. Try it, show me. From down dog. 2-leg jump in the pike, 1 minute. Yeah. 2-leg jump, legs are, whoa! Good. I like the high-speed version. Good timing. It's a little fast on the hip throw. Whoa! Yeah, you're just relying on the hip throw a little bit too much, and so you're too catapult set up. And it's got to be fast. So let your shoulders. Yeah. So let's do one more jump, and then come out. So we're working on the double pendulum. Everybody can feel that? The double pendulum is this hugely important thing. The 2 lines of the pendulum, your arms and your spine. If I'm jumping towards the wall, I start like this. And as I go, shoulders go, then hips go. And at a certain point, my hips keep going, and so I will throw my head and chest in opposition. And so it's this that we're getting good at. Shoulders away from the wall, hips towards the wall, shoulders towards the wall, hips away from the wall. This is why the second mechanic is so nice. I just get rid of one of the pendulums. And now I just have to deal with what is truly the triple pendulum, the double pendulum of your hips and your spine and your legs. It's the second and third. But you guys got that. Totally, 100%. No question. Ace this test. Now, what happens if you throw the double pendulum early? Because what do? I say get your butt towards the wall. And if you can, you can technically overutilize it. So you'll throw early, which means there is falling out of the handstand pressure too early. And that's why the legs go too fast. But let's practice it anyway. Everybody, take your fingertips closer to the wall. 2-legged jump. Butt touches the wall. And you come right back off. Fingertips 6 inches off the wall. 2-leg jump. The only thing that touches the wall is your butt. Boom. Show me. Either you're hitting too hard or your butt's too bony. No hard hitting. All right, just one more. This is supposed to be failure, particularly apparently the further east you go in your class. Oh no, we got some failure here too. It's good. Yeah, it's good. You feel it? Just breathe it in. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. 100%. Oh, I love 100% failure. It's not 100% failure. You're here. And of course, we got to get clear what the metric is. What are we measuring? If we're measuring getting stronger in handstands, you're not failing. You're winning. It's the game of getting stronger in handstands. If you're winning the game of getting cast in a Cirque du Soleil audition, no. Nope. Sorry. How did you find us? Why are you here? Like that's the kind of question you're going to ask from really anybody, because those guys are amazingly freakish. Okay, so now you're going to do the exact same thing. I want you to commit to get your butt to the wall. I mean, you just total commitment. Except you're not going to let your butt touch the wall. You're going to complete the movement and not touch the wall. Same distance. You can't throw your head too far forward, and you can't throw your head too far the other way. Fingertips 6 inches off the wall. Nothing touches the wall. You stick your vertical jump. 2-legged jump. It's a little too far away, Jen. Fingertips 6 inches off the wall. That's 10. There you go. This is what will calm down your timing. Yeah. Feels weird, doesn't it? Anybody feel like just a little scared? Like you're so close to the wall, like noggin and falling and... Dang it, I failed. My butt touched the wall. And half the class is like, oh. Last jump, you're still extremifying that. Less intense. In other words, don't throw your head to me, Emily. See how? Okay, let me put this another way. This is an Emily instruction. Where is the weight on my hands? And here's what I want. Larry, would you come here? And I want you to jump towards me into a handstand, and I'm going to be the wall, and I want you to hit the wall, and the wall is me. with your butt, not your feet. Boom. Okay? He's going to jump a few times. Good. Now hang on a second. You're going to jump some more. Where is the weight on your fingers when you jump? Jump again. That's where I want it. Thanks. I'm glad I looked. Okay. That's good. And you want to feel that when you overthrow this, the weight isn't on your fingertips. It's on the wrists. Yeah. And so I actually want weight on the fingertips. So how do we get stronger with having weight on the fingertips? Anybody have an idea? Maybe there's like some exercises we could do. Hands on the green line. We get up. All right, fingertip push-up. I'm joking. We can actually do our knuckle push-ups. That's nice. One at a time. But that's really just for weight transfer. What I actually want is I want you to grip in your fingertips, pull your shoulders away from the ears, and I want you to somehow push away from the wall with fingertips. So you actually push yourself out of balance, away from the wall with fingertips. Show me a couple times. I haven't seen it happen yet. I've seen all of you come out. No, that's not it. Pretty good. Nick's pretty close. Nope. What do you got? You got some good fingertip grippage. I like the eyes. That was... Okay, here's what I saw. Okay, just so you know, if you want to help people with their walking mechanics, we still... As a community, as advanced practitioners, I've never covered walking mechanics. Yeah, for reals. Because I want that to be part of your inquiry. But, here's a question. How do you start walking? I say, walk forward. What did you do? And here's what all of you did. Duh. You took your big old face and you just like leant it in that direction and then you fell. That's baby walking mechanics, and you made that sound actually every time. I don't know if you know that, but people can hear it. Okay, but there's a few other ways you could do it, right? What if I kept my head and hips in the same place and I pushed my chest out? I could get center of gravity far enough forward. What if we did the very antisocial hips forward? That'll get you started. Now take your knees forward. Try it. Everybody try it. Take your knees forward enough that you have to walk. No. Knees forward enough that you have to walk. Feel that? You can start a walk with your knees. Yeah, it's not safe. You can use your arms. You got like a big heavy braid. You throw your braid. There are ways to generate a walk. The knees are the closest one to what I actually want, which is that I want your walk to start from your ankles. If I dorsiflex my feet, you go forward, don't you? So have the weight centered on your feet and try to pick up the front of both feet at the same time. You go forward. But what if we could control that? Look at that. Isn't that fascinating? Okay, great. Now here's what I want to do in the analog with the feet. So this is what's happening when you came out. You were finding lots of other ways to come out of a handstand other than what I instructed. And so the equivalent is me, I'm balanced on my feet, my fingertips are on the wall. You grip your toes and you just push through the feet and you push yourself off. Now my calves are way stronger than wrist flexors and digital flexors. But watch me for a moment. One of the best ways to do this is here. So if I came out with my face, that's not it. Ooh, come here. I actually came out. I can come out with my elbows, but that's terrifying. I can come out with my hips. That works. I can throw my legs. There's lots of energy. There's lots of ways I could generate. Come on now. Generate. I don't know why I'm freaked out with this. Come here. Ow. That really hurt my toe. Okay. So, what I'm trying to do with my hand is this. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. And so I close my eyes and I want to keep my shoulders, hips, and knees as still as possible. And I grip my fingertips. And I'm going to try to, just with my fingertips and wrists, push my body weight away. And the difference between it happening really and what all of us do is the body's really still and it moves from the base just like if it was happening for my ankles. Everything else stays relatively static relative to each other. Just 10 more times, something like that. Feel that this is a helpful tool. Hands on the green line, my knees are bent, toes on the wall. Don't jump, don't bounce, don't head throw, don't hip throw, don't throw a leg, don't throw a shoulder or an elbow. And what I want is when you push through your fingertips, can you feel where the weight goes? It goes to the wrists, do it not? But it's going to the wrists because of how hard you're gripping with fingertips. That's a very different thing. We have one more exercise after this for the hands specifically. Oh, good. If your wrists start talking to you like there's a problem, good. 2 or 3 more. We'll call that 8 for some reason. Grippy grip, grip those fingertips. Yeah, so good. It's weird, isn't it? If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just keep doing some stuff. It's okay. Wiggle those fingers. Keep working it. All right, now I want you to jump more than you need to get up into a handstand. For those of you that can't get up with 2 legs, you jump with 1. But I want you to use way more, not way, but more than sufficient energy to get up. And what I want is you don't get to throw your shoulders in opposition. But how are you going to stop yourself? I want you to jump and then stop your jump with your fingertips. Now, you could totally make it up if you weren't just thwarting the jump with your fingertips. If this feels strong, let me know, because this shouldn't feel strong. This should feel like you're trying to stop the tide with your fingertips. It's unstoppable. You don't have sufficient strength. That's the feeling that we are after. Feelings. And then feel your hands. So consider that's actually what it feels like every time I've ever demonstrated a jump, except for that one where I didn't make it up, because I was just totally under jumping. Sensations? Sensations? Okay. So if you actually watch my hands when I jump up, particularly when I'm demonstrating, I over jump and then I stop myself. I'm not trying to do the perfect jump. I'm not trying to do the perfect arrival in my handstand. I want to make sure I get up, and then I stop. When I feel that's, okay, I'm done. This is where I want to go. I want my butt to stop here. I want my feet to stop here. And now I can continue describing whatever it is I wanted. And that's all coming from this. And that was about 10 years of work to get foot-like strength in my hand. Well, it's like fractional foot-like strength in my hands. I mean, it's foot-like strength. It's like a 10-month-old. In terms of body weight strength proportion. Of course. 100%. That is the difference between people that you see that, well, that's where the wobble comes in. Right? When you're trying to balance, it's so wobbly because we're balancing with big muscles. Well, that's how beginners balance. We call this the beginner or the first mechanic. If I'm trying to balance on one foot, it looks like this. Well, that's you, right? Except it's front to back, shoulders and hips. Or elbows. You see people do it with rather than what we're working on, which is not distinct in any other mechanics text. There is no other discipline that's like, hey, really work your hands, or really work your foot, or whatever you're on, use that to balance. So it's okay that you haven't done that until the brilliance of this style shineth upon you. Yeah, because you can't get the weight off your wrists. And so you end up doing it in dorsiflexion. And then so you get compression here and compression here in the wrist, and it's just unnecessary. If anything, I'd actually rather you have your fingertips off the edge of something. This is why blocks are so helpful. But then the wrist is only at 90 degrees. So that's why you don't do handstands in bed. Because the bed pushes your knuckles up, and you overextend the wrist. Yeah. Hang on a second. The bed would be the super safe place to work on handstands, wouldn't it? You need to put your bed on the floor. You guys have not discovered how much nicer it is. Although you don't have that storage. I agree. You know what? Never mind. Okay. Okay, let's give your hands a break.
2 minutes. I'm sorry, 40 minutes. Sorry, forgot what day it was. I actually thought about this because we've had like almost no participation in the 100 Days Challenge. Like seriously, you guys really whiffed on. Like Andrea is like twice as strong as she was in December, just because she did those things with me. Like she is killing it, and you guys not so much. Okay, so so I was thinking, what other thing can we do? Make sure your inhales are deep. So I was thinking we could do a 10-minute challenge. So every day for 100 days, we stay in a pose for 10 minutes. I think that'll be popular, right? What do you think? What do you guys think? 40 seconds. Andrea was not excited about that. We could do it. I think as a community it would really benefit. Just so you guys know, when you do this kind of stuff and you put it out online, it's not for the world, it's for you. If it makes a difference with other people, that's awesome. But the discipline it takes to do the thing, 10 seconds. And the reality is I got to practice with my wife 7 days a week for 100 days. You come out of that, tick-tock the head, check out the neck. We got 1 minute. All that tension on the neck. This is your chance to get the inhales deep. It was nice when you guys were doing it. I'm not denying that. And of course we did it so that you guys would get stronger. We practice outside of that. But if you do anything for the approval of other people, this is why social media is like as toxic as it can be, or your phone is as toxic as it can be. You want the world to go a certain way. Sorry. I was helping this guy in my garage. He needed a plug, so I had to move a shelf, and it was kind of stuck, and I pulled on it, and it came off, and it hit me right in the nose, and I heard my nose break. This was yesterday. I heard it crack, and I was like, oh, okay. And I went in and I pushed the cartilage over because my left side was blocked a little bit. And then I went to the Estonian to teach a handstand class and the hard class. And in the middle of the hard class, a leak started pouring out of the ceiling of the hard class. Like a gallon every second, just like pouring out of the ceiling. And I just kept teaching. I took care of it as I'm teaching the class and got the things. I couldn't breathe in myself. Like, that's life. That's life right there in a nutshell. 2 minutes. And the question isn't, how well can you do when you're feeling all fresh and fluffy? It's, okay, you stayed up too late Saturday night. How's your Sunday morning class? Not very good. And can you be sweet to yourself? Do some of it and then go lie down and take a nap. My Lithuanian friend, he lived with his Russian philosophy professor when he went to the University of Kansas. And every time they'd wake up, his hangover cure, do you know what his hangover cure was? What a Russian. He'd walk in and he'd wake him up, what is it? Vodka and a pickle. He'd wake him up with a shot of vodka and a pickle. He said, drink. Yeah, it's a good start to a yoga class too. Vodka and a pickle. 1 minute. Oh my God, Andrew, you're talking so much. I know more about you now. I hate it. And about your friend, Lithuania. No. It was just an email. No. Yelp reviews. My vengeance is silent. You have to be on Yelp. So we just never went on Yelp. 15 seconds. Smooth and easy. Let me check it out. All that tension out of the neck.
Doesn't hurt. First time I broke my nose, hurt a lot more. The nose, yeah. That's because a big guy in jiu-jitsu slammed his forearm into the tip of my nose like 4 times, as hard as he could with his full body weight. It didn't feel good. Let's do our little opener. Fingers, we open up. It's like a low bad waiter. If you're going to break your nose, hit it this way with a shelf. It doesn't really hurt. Not with like fists or just, I meant, no, thank you. What was your face doing there? Like, how did the fist tic-tac the head? You got the jiu-jitsu itch again? Not yet. Yeah. You should come, man. We need another white belt. Nobody else wants to start these days. Two minutes. So we're in a forearm stand. It's not a forehead stand. It's not a headstand. Take as many breaks as you need. 2 minutes is the duration of our experience. It doesn't have to be unbroken. If you feel like you're recruiting everything but the stuff you think you need to be recruiting, then you come out. You shake it out. Then you join us again. One minute. Ten seconds. Reading pose. Yeah, you can turn around. Yeah, we're doing good. You ever been paging through a book on vintage English fountain pens, nerding out with your wife, and you just become a little bit self-aware, a little meta, and you sort of get that third eye perspective and realize this is a really weird hobby to be super into. You ever had that? No? Yeah, right? Yeah, for sure. It's getting better. I'm occasionally I do like a T or an S. I'm like, okay, that was a nice letter. I sing the praises of a few letters now and again. Legible? Okay, yeah. I printed 60 invitations to my son's graduation, and then he said, they're only letting 10 people for family go. I was like, oh. And so everyone says, we request the honor of your, and I scratched out attendance and said thoughts. And then I'm making Egon write in his handwriting, which hopefully they can read it. It's like, so sorry you can't come if you want the Zoom link. I figure, he'll get more checks with like college money that way. People can't come, but they'll wish him well. Hands closer. You ever written a word so many times you just know you're misspelling it? Thought, it really is one of those words. That is not spelled right. Ought, thought, though, through, thorough, cough. That's some crazy. I'm so sorry about the language that you had to learn. I don't even think about it. It's like cough, yeah, C-O-U-H. Yeah. French was worse. Yeah, but there are rules there. Yeah, but well, I mean, there's like an authority in France that says it's got to be like this. Like, we have all the French words too. We have all the French words, and then you gotta anyway, bend the elbows, pull. It's okay. French can be worse for you. It doesn't have to be a competition. If your arms aren't shaking, you're not pulling. Pull the belly button in. Try to touch the inside of your spine. Still pulling. We push left hand, right in the midline. Right arm, behind the back. Twist, twist. Non si parla français. Hand out. The right hand. It's cobra rather than up dog. And then I can get your shoulder downer. There's more space this way. Not fork pose. Inchworm. Chest down, chin up, hips up. It doesn't have to be extreme, just a little something. If you feel like if you can't easily pick your chin up, you're too high. Your hips are too high. In other words, your knees are too close to your chest. Everybody, lift your head, pull your belly button in. With every inhale, you open the ribs into the floor. Keep the belly button in. Every exhale, squeeze your ribs into your spine like you're trying to crush your heart with your ribs. And I want you to get a cramp up the middle of your back as you pull your belly button in. Inhales, push the ribs out. Exhales, trying to crush your heart with the ribs. Don't die. I have to be specific with you guys. It's like, oh, you want me to just... I can do it, Andrew. Up dog. If it's more comfortable sitting on the floor, that's fine. This is a Zen seated meditation position called Seiza. In the good old days, I would have showed you some mudra where you isometrically cancel out the fingertip and you allow the energy to circle and you focus that energy with every inhale into your dantian or the root chakra, so you can allow the serpent that lies nascent at the base of your spinal cord to slowly unfurl, ultimately underranging each subsequent chakra as it goes higher and higher towards your crown chakra, upon which the 1,000-petaled lotus, I'm pretty good at this, aren't I? The 1,000-petaled lotus blossoms in the light of your Mahasamadhi, of which you then transcend your body, and your body will still be warm even though you have gone away from your body and you exist with all the atoms of the universe. Anyway, I probably would have said something like that. Anyway, you can just relax your hands. It's all good. You just arch chest, take some deep breaths. Sure hope we got that out. Yeah. Yeah. Try yoga better. We are fluent in all. It helps when you are somewhere between credulous and super enthusiastic. When you're so depressed, and so broken, and sad, and lost, anything that helps, do it. It's great. That's what I did. It saved my life. And it's mostly the deranged, craven sayings of virulently sexist and racist virgins. That's all the monks who wrote that stuff. Did you guys know that you and this are the source of all misery? Women and money. Did you guys know that? Yeah. And so what if we could just take a deep inhale? It's a rich woman. Ah! Temptation. Oh, that's pretty funny. You got a dusty attic up here. You got lungs that you've never used. It's under your collarbones. 2 breaths. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your hard work. Here's a high five. Happy Tuesday. I will be here Thursday, and then we'll have some subs for next week. But just that week. Okay. If you haven't checked in, Mr. Larry will get you here. I think we got everybody. I think you got everybody. Yeah.